Good morning. Today we will discuss about anti-cancer drugs. Since this is a long topic, we will be discussing it in two parts. This is the first part. Introduction. Cancer is a disease of cells characterized by progressive, persistent, purposeless and uncontrolled proliferation of tissues. Chemotherapy. The cancer cells grow and divide faster than normal cells. Their abnormal rate of growth is similar to bacterial cell growth. Hence, the use of drugs to destroy cancer cells is also called chemotherapy. These drugs work by controlling the cancer cells from growing and dividing abnormally. Cell cycle kinetics. If we see the phase of cell cycle, that is for both normal and cancer cells, it is divided into G1 phase, S phase, G2 phase, M phase and G0 phase. The G1 phase, which is 40%, so this is also called as pre-synthetic phase. Here there is synthesis of enzymes and other cellular components needed for DNA synthesis. The next phase, that is the S phase, which is 39%. It is also called as synthetic phase. Here there is DNA synthesis. The next phase, that is the G2 phase, which is 19%. This is also called as pre-mitotic phase. Here there is synthesis of cellular components for mitosis, the protein and RNA synthesis. The next phase, that is M phase, which is 2%. This is also called as the mitotic phase. Here there is mitotic cell division. The next phase or the resting phase, that is the G0 phase. This is resting phase, that is here cells stop dividing temporarily or permanently. CCS, that is cell cycle specific drugs or phase specific drugs. These are the antimetabolites, methotrexate and 6-mercaptopurine. Then antibiotics, which is bleomycin, taxane, paclitaxel, epipodophylotoxins, etoposide, teniposide, vinca alkaloids, vinblastine, vincristin. The CCS drugs act mainly on dividing. The other type of drugs are CCNS, cell cycle non-specific drugs or phase non-specific drugs. These are the alkylating agents, cyclophosphamide, busulfan, meclorethamine, melphalan. Anti-cancer antibiotics like doxorubicin and daunorubicin. Mitomycin, actinomycin D. Metal complexes like cisplatin and carboplatin. CCNS drugs act mainly on dividing as well as resting cells. Classification. Alkylating agents, that is nitrogen mustards, meclorethamine, cyclophosphamide, melphalan, chlorambucil. Alkyl sulfonates, busulfan. Nitrosoureas, carmustine, lomustine, streptozotocin. Platinum containing compounds, cisplatin, carboplatin, oxaliplatin, triazine, dacarbazine. Antimetabolites, folate antagonist, methotrexate, purine antagonist, 6-mercaptopurine, 6-thioguanine. Pyrimidine antagonist, 5-fluorouracil, cytarabine. Vinca alkaloids, vinblastine, vincristin. Taxanes, paclitaxel, docetaxel. Epipodophylotoxins, etoposide, teniposide. Camptothecins, topotecan, irinotecan. Antibiotics, that is actinomycin D, bleomycin, mitomycin C, doxorubicin, daunorubicin. Enzyme, that is L-asparaginase. Miscellaneous agents, hydroxyurea, imatinib. Classification of hormones and antagonists, estrogens, ethinyl estradiol, phosphestrol, SERMs, tamoxifen, selective estrogen receptor downregulators, fulvestrant, aromatase inhibitors, anastrozole, letrozole, progestins, hydroxyprogesterone caproate, medroxyprogesterone acetate, androgens, testosterone propionate, anti-androgen, flutamide, 5-alpha reductase inhibitors, finasteride, GnRH analogs, buserelin, goserelin, nafarelin, corticosteroids, prednisolone and others. This topic is being covered separately under the chapter endocrinology. Toxicity of anti-cancer drugs. General toxicity, that is bone marrow suppression, which is reduced by platelet transfusion, granulocyte colony stimulating factor GCSF, erythropoietin, bone marrow transplantation. So if possible, use bone marrow sparing drugs. The other toxicities like immunosuppression, in GIT, nausea and vomiting, toxicity of skin, hair, in gonads, in fetus, there is hyperuricemia, hypercalcemia, carcinogenicities and mutagenicities. The other specific toxicities are hemorrhagic cystitis, megaloblastic anemia, nephrotoxicity, neuropathy, pulmonary fibrosis and cardiotoxicity. Alkylating agents. All alkylating agents have allyl groups. They are capable of introducing these groups into nucleophilic sites on DNA basis through the formation of covalent bonds. Alkylating agents are CCNS drugs. They also have radiomimetic effect. If we see the mechanism of action, all alkylating agents except the platinum containing compounds, they form highly reactive carbonium ion. Then there is a transfer of alkyl group to various sites on DNA which results in cross linkage, which inhibits DNA replication. There is abnormal base pairing, break in DNA strands and ultimately cell death. Nitrogen mustards, cyclophosphamide. It is a prodrug which is activated in liver and it is administered orally or intravenously. The use is in combination with other anti-cancer drugs. It is used in lymphoma, chronic lymphoblastic leukemia, breast cancer. It also has immunosuppressant effect, so it is used in rheumatoid arthritis, nephrotic syndrome and graft rejection during organ transplantation. Adverse effects are hemorrhagic cystitis, dysuria, hematuria. Ifosfamide, which is a congener of cyclophosphamide, is used in testicular cancer and sarcomas. It is administered intravenously. If we see the mechanism of cyclophosphamide and how it causes hemorrhagic cystitis. So cyclophosphamide, it is converted to active metabolites phosphoramide mustard, which causes cytotoxic effect, and acrolein, which is a toxic metabolite. So this causes hemorrhagic cystitis. Now you can reduce it by giving Mesna, intravenous use of Mesna. So it binds and inactivates acrolein, so we can reduce hemorrhagic cystitis. Nitrogen mustards, meclorithamine. It is one of the components of MOPP regimen for Hodgkin's disease. It is highly irritant, so care should be taken to avoid extravasation when giving intravenously. Chlorambucil, it is slow acting nitrogen mustard. Marked action is seen on lymphoid series. It is producing marked lympholytic effect. When given orally, this was the standard treatment of chronic lymphocytic leukemia. Melphalan, it is highly effective in multiple myeloma. It is used in combination with other drugs. Alkyl sulfonates, busulfan. It depresses bone marrow with selective action on myeloid series. It was the preferred drug for chronic myeloid leukemia. Adverse drug reactions, there is pigmentation of skin, interstitial pulmonary fibrosis and hyperuricemia. Nitrosoureas, carmustine and lomustine, they are highly lipid soluble. They reach high concentration in cerebrospinal fluid, hence they are mainly used in brain tumors. Procarbazine, it damages DNA. It is a component of MOP regimen for Hodgkin's disease. Platinum containing compounds. Cisplatin, it is a heavy metal complex, highly effective, and it is given intravenously. It is a CCNS drug. It acts on dividing and resting cells. It is highly bound to plasma proteins. It gets concentrated in kidney, liver, intestine, and testis. It poorly penetrates blood-brain barrier. It is slowly excreted in urine. Therapeutic uses. It is highly effective in the treatment of testicular, ovarian, endometrial, and bladder cancer. It is used in lung and esophageal cancer. Cisplatin, the mechanism of action. Cisplatin forms highly reactive platinum complex, and this reacts with DNA, and it forms both intrastrand and interstrand crosslinks, and ultimately this causes DNA damage. The adverse effects of cisplatin, it is the most emetogenic drug. Nausea, vomiting, which are caused, they can be controlled by 5-HT3 antagonists like ondansetron. Nephrotoxicity, which can be minimized by proper hydration. Ototoxicity with hearing loss, it is very severe when you give repeated doses. Electrolyte disturbances like hypokalemia, hypocalcemia and hypomagnesemia are caused. Neuropathy can occur with higher doses. Anaphylactic shock can occur rarely. It is also mutagenic, teratogenic and carcinogenic. The other platinum containing compounds like carboplatin, the mechanism of action is similar to cisplatin. It causes less nausea, less ototoxicity and less nephrotoxicity when compared to cisplatin. Oxaliplatin, it is effective in colorectal and gastric cancer. The adverse effect is peripheral neuropathy. These are my references. Thank you very much.